Okay.
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 Sorry, we'll say that again.
Okay. So based off what I can see, Jet has ult, so she can buy because two of her teammates are broke. Chamber can get ult off of one orb in either main, so he doesn't necessarily have to buy either. So they're gonna have weapons this round and ults.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. So probably gonna see someone fighting for an orb, right? Someone's gonna buy for them. So this could actually be. Do you think it's gonna be a force buy?
I think it will be a.
Yeah. So Reyna can buy for herself. These two can buy for someone else, and then they can ult in. Yep. Perfect. So it's gonna probably be a force buy. Now, the buy is going to be still kind of weak because we have knives. So there's gonna be one person who doesn't have a gun, and Chamber won't have a gun as well. So running it down here, in my opinion, I could see them running it down A because they're throwing this wall down here. So we want to be prepared for that, and we can actually prepare early for that just by saying, I think they're going to probably push B here, or push A. We should probably stack on there. Could they go B? Absolutely. But this might be the opportunity right now to start doing a 3-1-1. And you might even have an opportunity here to push through cave as well and fight for that orb control, which could be another option for you. So Viper, for example, could throw a counter wall right across here, for example. Let's say like down, we got halls here. Probably throw a counter wall down this way, and you can start fighting for control, right? That's an option. Or even having Viper come here and just throw an orb right over here, and then we just fight shop. That's another option.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So preparing ahead of time is going to start netting you a lot more rounds, just by reading the scoreboard.
They didn't commit last round.
Let's see what they do.
No, they didn't play for picks.
Yeah, they did.
Keep in mind that they tried to go B the round prior, right? They tried to go B the round prior and it didn't work. So that's another thing too. If something doesn't work, they usually will just run away to the other side.
Here with bomb. Getting orb A. Flashing.
Okay, we have Reyna. Someone getting orb. There's Sova. It's a rush.
I think Reyna.
It's a rush. Okay.
Yep.
And this can all be taken care of just by preparing ahead of time, right?
He's brick.
I'm terribly at 40.
Walk me through that. What happened?
I mean, I didn't use any util to take that fight at all, and I don't know, I whiffed.
Did you know he was there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because he's on the map there. I also saw Shock Dart come out of there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you did. Okay. Wall's off on the side. He can't use that. You don't... Here's another situation. I think it's the same thing, right? We're up men. We don't necessarily have to take the fight here. We don't have to.
Right.
So you can actually just play fading in and out from this wall here. And just taking a smart fight.
Brick.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting for him to peek us.
I'm terribly at 40.
One minute.
He's in cave.
Never mind,
Be the better gamer, I guess.
That's definitely midnight. That's definitely
good.
midnight. It's so funny.
He's so good.
That's so funny.
There won't be.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
If you wanna hold
the
it,
chances
just
of
play
that.
Twitch or something like that, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're buying again. This is a good leer. I think I heard someone. Did you hear that? Yeah, let me go back. I heard a step towards the left.
I did not.
Yeah. I think you heard something.
Maybe I
you
did
went and
during the game, yeah.
You went and cleared it. Okay. Here's the thing that's
I
going
must have
on.
heard that too.
Here's the thing that's going on. So you heard something here. Okay. Viper just ulted. And Chamber is deep right now and not identifying anything. So right now, they could be here.
Right.
Okay. This is the map control that we have. So we want to just be mentally prepared for that. Okay. And they're probably not going to go into B because we've got so many passageways right now that's controlling things. So our first fight is going to be in bottom mid for sure. So we want to get ready for this. I don't know how he knew you were there. Maybe it was because of the leer, and he was just expecting you to be there. But anyways, you won it. You won it.
Yeah.
Now, this is where we get into a conundrum, okay? The same situation's happening again. The 5v4. And we just missed. Okay, we just missed. And immediately my response, because I've been doing this for a while, is just to accept the fact that I'm not going to get this kill. And I would just fall back at this point. Okay?
They're starting to rotate
I think most people would do what you did and chase after this.
back.
Okay?
Yeah.
And this is where we get into a problem. And let's take a look at it, right? They don't have great weapons here. So we don't have to do what we're doing here. We just need to take into mental account that they're not on a great buy, and we don't need to force the issue. I think the whole move of moving into A, or moving into mid right now, might not have been the best move altogether, because we didn't need to force the issue against them. Whenever we're on CT, we don't need to force the issue. We can just let them come to us. Make the game easy for yourself.
Jesus Christ.
So we get this frag, I would probably dismiss and get out. And just accept it.
They're starting to rotate back.
It's unfortunate, but that is what it is,
Yeah.
right? Any feedback on that?
30 seconds left.
I mean, no, you said it perfectly.
Enemy remaining.
I think the big thing for you so far is just we got to use the rear view mirror. We got to use up here. And our decisions, especially on CT, have to be based around the clock. What do we got to do to stall them out? I use a protocol called the toll booth operator. And the idea behind it is that we want to tax the T's for taking space. Like taking this area right here, taking up to here. We should be taxing them either with lives, with utility, things like that. So we want them to spend things to be able to collect things. If we decide to push through, we're giving them an opportunity to kill us and take space for free. And that's
Right.
not cool, right? Now,
Right.
if you plan this and say, hey, I'm going to push through mid here, guys, could someone support me? Then at least everyone's on the right page or on the same page so that they can support you and do something for you. Okay? So that would be the
Yeah.
feedback. If you really want to push, I would say make sure you announce it before you do it.
Planted. I'm sorry.
Midnight
I'd
never
rather win
loses
their own
those.
first and then mess it up.
You had time.
Hello.
We go back and add them. That's kind of funny.
I'd rather win their own first.
Is it the frag?
You saw him. You saw him.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was
What is he
I was saying
doing?
I
What is he
should go
doing?
back and fucking add him.
Shoot at your eye.
Weird.
You know, and
Okay, so let's move ahead.
I'm sorry.
I'd rather win their own first and then mess it up.
Hello.
Okay, let's read the minimap again. Or sorry, let's read the scoreboard. What do they got? What are we worried about?
They have chamber op. Kind of a weird buy on Viper and Sova.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know what else.
I think they force here. I think there's a good chance they're going to force again.
Yeah,
So,
Hello.
especially the chamber op.
yeah, there's
They
going to be
won't,
one
though.
with a light armor rifle, but they're probably going to force here. There are too many rounds behind right now, and they really need to make something happen.
Together. Yes.
This is the round, I think. Yes, it is a round where I think so. The common things happening here, we're not using our minimap enough, and we're also not playing numbers. So it's a consistent thing that's happening over and over again. Now that I'm watching this VOD again, I'm seeing those common tendencies. Okay, and these are easily fixed, and this will easily put you into a higher rank right away.
Play,
Okay.
let's play.
Okay.
Don't peek that.
This is like, I really question this wall that they throw here, but whatever. It ends up screwing you, but we'll continue.
Yeah.
Alright, Grim Jr. They are pushing.
The way that they take their A here is really good. because they open up a third pathway here, which puts pressure on you. Now, I want you to pay close attention to some of the things that you are probably not picking up on right now. Okay?
There.
This is a good move. You're separating and isolating a fight here. This is fine. And you throw a leer. So the leer is up there, so that means there's no way, unless they break it, unless she breaks it, that they're ever going to peek you. So you never have to worry about this until the leer is broken. Okay?
Right.
Now, what do we know right now? If we were to look at the minimap.
Well, I know one's breaks, and there's also one close to the stage wall.
Yeah. And here's the other thing. This isn't the only point in time where you'll get this information. Why is your team firing into a wall? Let's say, just for the sake of argument, you didn't look. Okay? Would that not make you question something? Like, who just shoots into a wall like that? And that would probably immediately make me think, oh my god, there's probably something there. Right? So, here's the fun part. When you peek this fight, watch this.
Yeah.
You actually peeked into a crossfire, right?
Right.
Unknowingly.
And the Reyna hit me 120.
Yeah, the REYNA was the one who took first contact on you and actually shot you, right? Now, you would have been able to take that in had you realized that. So you had time, because that orb was there, right? And wasn't shooting, so you could have taken that information in. Honestly, this is what kind of screwed you, but at the same time, it's like, that would have been...
Still could have taken that information in.
You could have taken the information in and probably not even gone in for the fight. Or you could have leered again, because you had a second leer.
Yeah.
Right? You could have killed one and then dismissed and then killed the second one. Right?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
a leer right up top here would have probably eliminated the REYNA, or at least baited out shots so you would have known that they're there. Okay?
Right.
There's one hall, Joe.
So it's the consistent same thing that we're seeing over and over and over again. It all comes down to this puppy over here on the left hand side. And you have zoomed it out, which is great.
Through Viper wall.
Oh, maybe you haven't zoomed it out. Let me see. You haven't zoomed it out yet.
Like,
Okay.
this has
I'll be
to
next time.
iron.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Will be.
All right. This round, we're going to talk about advantage versus disadvantage fights.
For you, hermanita.
Okay. How do you feel about pushing here? Like, do you like doing it? Do you get a lot of success doing it?
Not really, no.
Okay. So why do you like to do it then? What possesses you to do it exactly? Is it just for spacing? Or?
Yeah, kind of just spacing, and I feel like a lot of times when I play this map in ranked, no one really watches mid. And I understand this isn't the best way to watch it, but I also play A, so I don't know. I guess that's my way of making sure someone has mid.
Okay. You could elect to play nest. You could elect to go halls and just like kind of fade back and forth between both of them. That's an option. But yeah, so the way that you take the fight you're about to have here, well, I want you to keep mental note of the abilities that you have too, right? Because what's going to happen is, in this particular case, we strafe out, and Jet has an easy fight on you right now. This is what I call a disadvantageous fight, because Jet only needs to worry about this angle. So her crosshair's at head level, and you're strafing out into it, and she's on an off angle because you're not really sure exactly where they could be, right? So you get punished for this peak. So 20/20 hindsight for you. In this fight, in this particular angle, we need to follow up with utility first and then peak. So utility first, then peak. And that utility could be used not only just to like identify if there's someone there, but help you take the fight if you wanted to. You don't even have to take the fight, because as soon as you see that, if 2 or 3 people shoot at it, you're like, probably not a good idea to peek 3 people, right? So you can use it as intel more than anything. Make sense?
Yeah.
You
Just
can see
mid
how-
hit 40.
You can see how difficult that
She
fight
does
is
up mid.
for you, right? So the rule of thumb is make the game easy for you, make it difficult for the opponent. And there's going to be plenty of times where you'll have this situation happen. I'll give you another example. On Icebox, when you're on T side and you're peeking from belt, there is only one angle they have to shoot at from CT, and there's a million angles that you gotta shoot at. So if you started with a leer and threw it through the wall, for example, and then peeked with that leer, you're in a much better position. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
So what I would encourage you to do is take mental note of when you're like, man, she really like kicked my ass there. Why is that? And then just like think about it from their perspective. The path to victory is through the eyes of the opponent. And if that fight was super easy for them, these are things that you need to be mentally aware of and be like, okay, I need utility or I need something here to be able to win that particular fight. And that's going to come through trial and error and a lot of punishment. I always said to Coach Trippy of, hang on 1 second, FaZe Clan.
You went around?
Still have it.
This was back when we were playing in beta. I play with Baby Bay and all those guys, and I was always joking with Thomas, with Coach Trippy. I said, all right, I don't want to play anymore. And then one day I would come back, I'm like, Trippy, I'm ready to be hurt again. It's just like you're just going in and just getting mentally assaulted every single game. You just gotta get used to being in pain, right? Now,
Yeah,
because
for
of
sure.
what happens in that last round, it changes the way you play mid here. Okay,
Volley.
you're mentally now afraid to peek mid, which I think you should not peek mid unless you have the thing that I talked about before, because it's a disadvantageous fight. But watch how you react now. And this is actually the worst thing you can do against an eco, because now you're going to be close range. Okay, if they come in, this is a good fight for them. We don't want to be there. You end up falling back after this. But this could have been a bad fight had they gone through mid.
Only one A, one B.
Yeah, definitely.
One mid.
Good patience here. Also, they could be right here in front of you, even though Jet is covering this whole angle here. They could be right here in front of you, so get ready with a gun. It's too late. You could be dead. Okay?
Yeah.
120.
I think I accidentally did that.
Yeah. It happens.
There's one halls,
Okay. This is what I was going to ask you again, because here's the same situation we're having. Okay? Who's winning the round right now?
We are.
You do not need to push through mid. You don't need to look for
Yeah.
another one. Especially right now that we're 4v4. This is what I call Christmas. Because if there's someone here, and you take this 1v1, the 1v1 is good for the T side. Because if you die, then you give up space.
Right.
You got this kill here, and honestly, I'm stressing right now. Because listen to what was said.
The orb, expand the orb, Michael.
There's one halls.
Midnight calls out there's one halls. So you get this kill, and if I were you, I would take that orb and dismiss and get into B side as soon as possible. Because guess what? 1, 2, 3 angles that you could be attacked from in approximately a few seconds. So you staying here, actually you also have this one too. There could be someone here, which I think ends up killing you. This is no man's land. This is danger. And we also, once again, it comes back to the same thing. We're 4-3 now with that frag. So this is good. Let's get out of there and let's take the numbers and just turtle up. Okay?
Right.
So watch what happens here. It's like I can write this shit. So this kill, or this death here,
One elbow.
the first issue you have is that you re-peek the same angle that you killed someone in. Right? Never ever want to re-peek the same angle that you killed someone in. This is just like a basic Counter-Strike thing. Still in context with Valorant. Still works the same way. Watch this next little piece here. Remember how I said I'm stressed out for you and that there's lots of threats all over the place? Watch this.
Elbow hit 40.
Did you see it?
Yeah, there's one right down there.
Did you see it? Let's watch it
Elbow hit
again.
40.
It's a frame. Look at there. Yeah, you're right. You
Dude.
saw it. You saw it. How's it going, Em? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, so you were in no man's land, right? It's very dangerous. This is actually very similar to the situation I was talking about in the last VOD. Actually, it was the first VOD where I said someone was standing right here, and I was coming through elbow, and I was clearing this angle. And all I was thinking of is I went a little bit wider, not expecting it, in a gold thing. And I'm like, how the fuck do you have, like, the confidence to stand in the middle of nowhere when there could be this angle and this fucking angle and all these fucking angles that this person could be killed from, and you're staring right here, scoped in with an op. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what the fuck? So yeah, when you're in no man's land like that, right, it's dangerous. Could you feel the anxiety, or did you not? Because like that's a big piece.
I definitely do. That's why one of the things I said I want to work on is my positioning like that. I feel like I do end up in a lot of situations like that where I'm just in the open and not entirely sure if I can get shot in the side or another angle. So yeah, I definitely felt the anxiety there.
Yeah, and whenever you feel that anxiety, you're like, oh, I'm out of position, right? That's the identification you gotta have. The other thing is that the protocol that I usually talk to people about is keep the enemy in front of you. Now, if the enemy can come from all these angles, right? Enemy's not in front of you. You're in a deathmatch now, okay? And unless you're playing in a deathmatch server, it's not a good thing, okay?
Right.
So always keep the enemy in front of you. Now, you never would have been in this situation had you just played numbers, okay?
Yeah, definitely.
And you're not alone in this mistake. Let me tell you, M Got Cute Toes, who just came into the stream, does this as well, and she's immortal, right, M?
Oh shit.
Right? There's a lot of players that still do this at a high level. I see pro players do this. It's a very basic thing that people miss a lot. And I'm telling you, it loses championships. So start fixing it now, or at least, at the very least, identify it before it starts getting worse. Let's watch it again.
One elbow.
I will hit 40.
M. Calling you out. Actually, M, it was your teammates that did it. It wasn't you in your VOD. But if I ever catch you doing it, I'm holding you accountable.
Oh my god. I'm so
Jesus.
I always play numbers. Yeah, M, you're pretty good at playing numbers for
Why
sure.
am I so good at this game, man?
But are you good at keeping the enemy in front of you?
I know that
I'm gonna hold you accountable in your next VOD, M. I'll hold you accountable.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, man. Saw that though.
Okay, let's read
saw
the
that shit.
let's read the scoreboard. What do we expect?
Eco round for sure.
Eco round. Yep. They need to. They don't really have much of an orb option. They do have orb option on Jet to pick up knives, but it's gonna be an eco.
Yeah.
You saw that though. I'm gonna be
So,
completely
I saw
honest,
that
was
shit.
good for even- I was kind of high.
They walled me here.
That's crazy.
They walled B, I think. Okay, so most likely going to be a B take. We just have to work on the assumption.
Yeah.
Now, this particular fight, you make a plan right here with 1 second left. This is what I was talking about before with just communicating to your team when you're going to be aggressive, right? I'm okay with you being aggressive because this character is really, really good to dismiss out, get a frag and dismiss out. It's kind of like an op. But
Right.
what's one thing you could have done better? Let's watch this and tell me what's one thing you could have done better with your comms to support this play. Let's watch it really quick.
Embarrassed.
What could we have done better there? It's pretty good, but what could we have done better?
Definitely calmed the chamber so he could hold my long, because I'm pretty sure he hid behind the pyramid, not knowing I was gonna push.
Mm-hmm.
So the whole cave was open for him to get shot in the side there.
He could have supported you, right? And this is like just like saying one thing is like, I'm gonna push shot. Could you watch my cave? Just offer it as a question, right? And I know Midnight would do that for you. Midnight would do that for you. In fact, he'll probably dual queue with you afterward because you're doing things like that, and you'll probably already be an immortal right now, right? He's been there already. He's been radiant, so he would definitely do that for you. In fact, I'm kind of questioning why he was doing what he was doing there, but it's okay. We're not watching his VOD right now. Okay, so this is all really good. Okay.
Double doors.
And you're in position to catch a Viper, which just got killed, which is good. Be very careful here. I don't know if they crossed to this spot. And you could be getting creeped up. Very careful here. Watch your angles.
Okay.
I'd play right side of pipe right now. Okay. Remember they're on eco, okay? What's the situation?
Numbers.
Numbers. Do we need to take this fight?
No.
There's two more in.
It's
No, idiot. Oh, she
fucking
didn't.
Christmas.
Yeah. Handed him a gun.
It's Christmas. It's the same. It's the same thing every round, right? And this is actually a really exciting thing for you because you're getting so many examples of the same 2 to 3 mistakes that you're making every single round, right?
Yeah.
So the more reps you get of this, the more likelihood it will be fixed. In your next rank game after this VOD review, you're probably going to play and you're going to fuck it up 3 or 4 more times. And then you're going to, on the 5th time, you're like, oh, wait, we just talked about this. And that's when the learning will start coming in. So you need to be punished a few more times.
Spike planted.
Do you think she's broad?
This guy?
Last player standing.
Yeah.
Is he offing?
He's not even like moving properly. He's moving and shooting like, yeah.
He's doing it the whole game. That's why I said he's like, trying to be a prod.
Yeah,
No,
this guy needs to
doing
chill. This guy needs to chill a little bit.
I assume he's on a Smurf.
No, they turned it on. It's radiant.
Jets
Light.
only
I
has?
smell a
Okay.
comeback.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what's crazy?
What's
How
crazy?
horrible.
Oh, what?
Horrible.
You guys are
Like,
vibing right now, which is good.
Like, they're bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I feel like
Like
there's a
3
few
and 8
people in
straight
here
couldn't be me
that,
personally.
like your last game, will start tilting if things don't go well. Namely Jet.
Yeah, definitely. I could
You're
definitely
getting
sense
more
that.
of it, Reyna.
So we're doing it again here, right? I don't mind you going mid, but let's just throw an orb out. Let's throw a leer out. Let's see if they're there, right? If they're not there, then okay, we got free space on mid. Fall back. Don't even bother taking the fight. You missed. It's over. Fall back. We don't need to take the fight now.
So it was weak mid.
Good. Good. We're learning without me even coaching you into live VOD.
Oh my god, I whiffed.
And you're repositioning to take a different fight. This is awesome. Really good stuff.
Sure. Whoever is in hall that ran away.
Okay. Jet's
And Josh,
covering
like-
you. Jet is protecting your ass a lot. I don't think you're even realizing that Jet's watching this right now. I don't know if you are. Maybe you are. I don't know if you are. But like there was times where you pull out your knife. I keep looking up. I'm like, I gotta let him go because Jet's looking at it. But I don't think you're. Are you aware that he's watching this angle? Are you aware that they're both watching the angle? Because there's been times you don't look at the minimap.
Yeah. No, I don't think I was aware there. Maybe I think I
Sure.
knew
Whoever
mid
is
was
in
being
hall that ran
watched. Yeah.
Right? They're watching it. They're watching it. You've got 2 good teammates here supporting you, but it's not always gonna be like
Yeah.
that. What's up, Allegro? How you doing?
Josh,
Welcome.
like,
Sorry, you were gonna say something?
no.
Heal,
Okay.
if you can. Can you heal?
I can't tell when it's you in game you right now. Good. You did 2 times this round where you're like, I can't win this fight. I'm just gonna fall back. And look, this is all supporting the clock. So now when they come in through the doors, they have to clear out all these potential angles of fights.
Right.
Right? So they have to do it methodically. They have to spend utility to make the fight a little bit better for them. So these are all things that are going to be taxing. You're being told with operator, you don't need to re-peek. Please run away. Run away. Don't peek. Don't peek. Stop it. Stop it. Okay? You almost went back on what I said.
100.
Don't need to fight.
It's probably
This is BQN's frags, alright? You just baited for him, which is fantastic. So he gets the free kills. This is a selfless play. These are the things that are underrated that we don't talk about enough in the community, right? This is so important, right? Those frags were not for you. But you shooting down there created an opportunity for him to get 2 free kills. Because guess what happens? These 2 guys are cats. And there's a fucking laser beam right here. And that laser beam's against the wall. And immediately what they do is they put their back towards this guy. And they're looking straight at you because, oh my god, someone's shooting at me over here. And they just completely forget that, hey, there's a threat of the entire fucking map that I'm putting my back to, right? This is stuff that is not talked about enough, right? This is the shit that will get you rank ups, okay?
Yeah, to be honest, never mind.
So without you knowing it, you did a bait and switch, okay? And that's something that's going to be high level that if you can start thinking about, it's going to move you up real quick.
Yep. I don't have to fight this right now.
You don't need to fight them here, but what you do here is very good.
What the?
Okay, it's a 3v3. You know he's there. She doesn't know 100% that you're there, so you have the advantage here. This fight is okay. This is good. You can fall back again. You don't have to take the fight again. Because now if you stand here, he comes out and pre-fires you. And you won't be able to see him. Peter's advantage will get you. How does one get one-on-one coaching with you? You got a website or Patreon or something? I am going to have a website up next month. That website will be called gamerscoachingacademy.com. But you can add me to Discord right now. So let me put in my socials into the chat. You can add me to Discord and we can talk there for right now until I got my website up. That website's going to be awesome. It's going to have a bunch of courses, some paid for content. We're going to have pro VOD, so people who are going to actually come in who play pro that are going to be talking about their own individual plays and things like that. So there's going to be a lot of really good content that's going to come out in that. I'm really excited to get that launched next month. So you guys can add me right there. The stream is going great. We're on our 3rd VOD review. We're almost near the end. I'm really tired, so I'm slurring and I'm saying stupid things, but whatever. We go on.
They pushing you, Viper?
This was good. This was all good. Okay?
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
You didn't force the issue. He came into you. You were able to take full advantage of that. Tideful Media, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate you. We're not worthy, but you are now. Is this helpful so far?
Me?
Yep.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. I want to make sure that you're getting stuff and you're getting value out of this. So once again, I apologize for the notes. I have no idea what happened. I'm in a daze. Because normally I would send the notes to you as well afterward, so you can get that.
I mean, I've been taking my own notes off of what you've been saying. So.
Okay, good, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally I like to send a whole text file. See how this worked? This is literally the same thing, but he did it without you asking there, which is good. So I know it's midnight. It's definitely midnight. It's gotta be midnight. So if it isn't, he's a good midnight too. I have no complaints. This round is perfect. You are using your utility well. You lose that fight, it's not a big deal. Okay? You didn't have to push it, but at the same token, it wasn't a bad push. I can't knock you for it.
Yeah. I think I was hoping I could take one shot and then dismiss, but dismiss went away right as I took my shot.
Yeah, unfortunate. That's okay. I do coach people on Valorant, yes. I coach people to play Valorant, yes. I don't play myself anymore. I just purely coach. I just want to be a professional coach. I'm fine with that. I played for too long. I played for 18 years on these kinds of games, so I'm good. I got nothing more to prove. And the game angers me, so this is a great way to stay involved in the community.
Okay. We're on mid to what? Beer.
We probably could do it midday, to be honest.
So let's watch T-side.
I'm looking.
Alright, you do you.
Yup.
Cool.
Reyna bought light shield, bro. No way.
Yeah, this guy, see, as soon as one thing goes wrong, I could tell just by his demeanor early on. I called this, did I not? As soon as one thing goes wrong, he's just gonna be fucking toxic. And toxic to himself. But then eventually it'll be everyone else's fault.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is, again, the victim mindset, right? The victim mentality, if you were able to see that before. Everything else is someone else's fault. It's not my fault, right? He bought light shield. Why does he buy light shield? Oh my god.
How much you want to bet they buy vandals?
I bet you he whiffed like 4 shots on his head, and then he hit him once, and then he said, "Oh my god, he's got a light shield."
Probably.
Yeah, you lose.
Especially with how he's freaking throwing his mouse around.
That's true, actually.
Yeah, exactly.
It's risky, but it's worth.
Oh yeah, and these
Yeah,
lords.
Tideful, if you like to discuss doing a session,
It's really easy to
this is my socials. You can add me on there. I do have a site coming along. It's going to be filled with courses, a bunch of other things. Oh my god, here goes that wall. Okay, so this wall is good right now. The reason why, just like in Nuke, we talked about this in the first round, our first VOD, this allows you with an eco round to get the bomb down and get plant money, okay? It also forces close range fights. If this wall is placed down on a gun versus gun round, okay, and we're
Yeah,
all
no, I
going
hate it.
here, yeah, it feels like shit, does it not? And we're
Yeah,
all
you
here.
Can't go anywhere.
You can't go anywhere. You could flash through and push through, but the fight is disadvantageous to you. Okay? I don't
Definitely.
care what... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying. Yeah, I was just agreeing.
Yeah, I posted a TikTok on this, and it's one of the most controversial videos that I've posted because people talk about, like, people just believe this is the way to play, right? They're, like, full on with it. And they're like,
Yep, every Viper does it. On
Yeah.
this map. Everyone.
yeah, like, I watched a pro do this in a pro match, so I'm going to do it because he does it. Without any critical thinking as to why we're throwing this utility. We're just doing it because someone else did, right? That is not a good reason to throw the wall. Now, when
definitely not.
pros do it, okay, and you'll see if you go to my VOD, or you go to my TikTok, that one video, Baby J talks about it. We need to have someone either reflanking, we need chamber trips here, and we need someone to have some presence either on mid double doors or up halls. Okay? If all 5 go through here, it's a problem. But in this case, because we are on eco, we have nothing to lose. So stacking 5 through here and then taking awkward fights is an okay thing to do.
What about engineers?
See the close range fight we take here. This is good.
No, that's not.
Another close range fight. This is good.
She did it.
Spike down A.
This is bad on them, not good on us. Actually, it's good on us in this situation. Everything's good on us, bad on them. They shouldn't be taking the fights that they're taking.
Yeah.
This is why it's working for us. These are all close range fights. You killed 2 people with a Glock in 1 round. That should never happen.
Definitely not.
Right.
Mid doors.
Mid doors.
There was a feedback I had on this one, and I think it was assume bare ass minimum. I think I wanted you to creep up and just fight this guy and just take him.
Last player standing.
Stink.
This is the issue too. Okay, so let's say we're in a gun round and we need to win this round. What happened over here? We had someone flanking, right? We had a suffocation happen. So that's where you got killed from on the last guy. This is okay though. We killed 3 guys on their bonus round. Their money is fucked. And we got bombed down. We're in a really good position to win this next round. It's going to be 11-4. We statistically should be able to win. Tideful, I'd love to do one with you. That'd be great. 5 viewers, followers, and privates on your followers. Fuck this guy. How can I ban this guy?
Oh my bad. I was trying to give you the gun.
I was
I need to
trying
do a
find-
ban. Whatever. I need to get some moderators at some point. Leave it there. Okay, so now we're in a financially better position. We can look at that. Like, we're in a financially better position, and 3 people need to, or sorry, did we get 2 or did we get 3? I can't remember. We got 3 people down. So 3 people need to
3.
buy.
Yeah.
Spam, Tideful Media. It's okay.
Yeah,
Just
I don't know
spam.
who this lobby is.
So we should be able to win. We can actually just run it down. We could 5-man push something because we have money advantage. We could run it down. You're not ready. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Let's talk about this one. We're not ready for this fight. I don't think you do this all the time, but you're in animation, and there could be someone there, right?
Yeah. No, I
And-
usually make sure I'm ready for that fight because I've seen too many clips.
Yeah, and definitely just get ready for that, right? Anytime you feel that you're in a threat, you should have that gun out. When in doubt, gun out. Talked about this with Luke on his first VOD, in the first VOD.
Oh no.
So you would have died to the gold player who was standing there with an op. Right? See, this is how I cleared it too, and then I went, "What the fuck? What gave you the fucking balls to stand there?" Like, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, we move on.
Oh, Reyna's elbow.
Whenever they're this one right here, it is what it is. You just gotta move on and just be like, say, Reyna's the mid. Reyna's the mid jet. Hard to really predict this one. This is kind of like crossing the street and getting hit by a plane, right? You're looking for cars to get hit by a plane. So you just gotta treat it for what it is. It is what it is. We move on. Okay. That being said, the one thing you could take away from this is that they're on a shit buy, right? So they will be looking for weird things. The other thing that they'll do too, if you look at the scoreboard again, they're down men, and they need to do something crazy to even the odds. Okay. I don't think I would have been able to predict this narrow fucking pathway peak through here. I don't think so.
Yeah.
But the feedback that we can have and the learning we can have is that in the future rounds that we play, if they're down men, they're going to do some weird shit to try to get the numbers even back in their favor.
Oh, Reyna's
Okay.
definitely didn't expect that, especially because the person Jack killed was also elbow. So I was like, no way they put 2 elbow, but yeah, the weird stuff on the eco, definitely.
It's incredibly difficult to predict that, and I do not knock you for dying there at all, so it's totally fine. But just remember that feedback is that when they're down men, they're going to do weird shit to try to get back into the round.
Right. Good job.
And you're keeping your cool, and that's good. If it was me, I probably would have punched my monitor.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Age.
Sometimes you do everything right. You know, I always say the path up the mountain to the peak of the mountain. There's many ways up there, right? Some are easier than others, right? And sometimes when you do everything right, you still get shit on. It just happens, right? I think everything that you did crosshair placement wise, movement wise was good. And sometimes the universe just throws you a hardball and you miss it.
Nah, see, it just got scammed.
Yeah.
That's the nature of the game that we're playing.
I give you.
Right.
No, you got scammed.
I'd be very careful spamming there. I'd probably tap it just because someone could peek out on you as you're doing it.
Wait, there's
And you weren't quite in the right angle
Three
for
on
that.
A. Just go to B. There might be one B.
I think they don't clear you if you go here. And I think they're going to push through because they're morons.
Yeah.
They don't know you're there still. They don't know you're there. They're shooting, but they don't know you're there. I don't think they hard clear you. They're rotating all the way around through nest. What the fuck is that? Take it out. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
They could be nest. They could be nest. They could be nest. This is a good spot. Stay right here. Chill. They might not clear you. You let the first person walk by you. Okay?
Yeah.
They could be mid now. They could be mid. They could be double doors. I like you just staying in that doorway.
Let's see if they...
Or sorry, I like you staying right against that box. See how you're flicking back and forth? The enemy is not in
Yeah.
front of you. If you were here, situation, the enemy would have
Right.
to cross your path. And they're probably not going to clear that spot because they're not thinking about that being a possibility of a threat. If they clear it, good on them.
Find the wall.
If one person, I was going to say, if one person crosses by, do not shoot him. And it just happened.
One enemy remaining.
It worked out. It was fine because I think Midnight ended up getting another kill. But I was going to say, if one person crosses by through here, you just follow them in. Walk them in. And then you're going to line up a multi. and you just
Right.
say care minimap, care minimap, care minimap, and you just keep looking at them. And when you look at them, they will appear on their minimap. They can see them, right?
Right.
Nice.
And you can line up a multi.
Match point.
And while you're following them in, you would be looking towards nest, because that's where your most threatening person is going to be.
Yeah, definitely.
If there's a guy nest, you kill the guy nest, then you flick back over, kill the guy you're following. I think this is the last round.
Should be.
Yeah. Let's see what happens this round. Not sure. You're not ready for this fight again. Careful, careful, careful. They're desperate. They're gonna be looking for this stuff.
Feeling safe.
That's not a bad sage wall. That's pretty good. He's redeemed himself.
Yeah.
Do we need to do it?
No, I don't. We're good. We're good. Numbers.
Yeah. I wish you lost this round. I really do. I'm glad you got punished, though. This is a good
Yeah,
thing.
I did.
I'm glad. Right? Because it's a learning opportunity.
One enemy remaining.
Imagine you die again.
Ouch.
I'm gonna knife him. I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna make those for you.
Imagine he's actually on the site and he's about to start defusing after he kills you. Like he just pops you in the head with one bullet and then he goes bean, starts defusing. Oh, that would be amazing.
No, he pulled out his cousin.
In a universe, maybe it happened. In some other universe.
Oh no!
I baited a full bulldog mag and
Alright, so
he's out of bullets.
top takeaways from today. And once again, before you go in, I apologize. I don't know what happened to my notes there, but we got through it. I got to be able to say all the things that I wanted to say, and I think I did even more, so that's good.
Yeah.
So top takeaways from today.
Okay, so well, we started with diffusing, fights between teammates. That'll definitely come in handy a lot. Then just my individual mindset, clearing angles, even though maybe I think they're clear because we killed two and we just push, still clear those angles. Target selection and fight selection with numbers. And then utility and then peek. Don't just swing into it. Could also use my utility for info, not just to secure a kill or anything like that.
Yeah, and there's
Yeah.
there's a lot of characters you can do that with, right? You can Boombot with a raise, for example. You could obviously haunt and dart with Sova and Fade. There's a bunch of different things you can do to bait out information to see if people are there. So it's just a matter of experimentation on that. I like all your takeaways. My favorite one for you, the most important one, is paying attention to these two pieces here. Your big mini map, and then so this is your rear view mirror and your side view mirror. Do you drive?
Yeah.
Okay. You always look at those mirrors, or you should be looking at those mirrors for information. It's no different here, right? These two
Yeah,
pieces get you to Immortal. These two pieces will get you to Immortal, and I want you to actively practice watching those areas, okay? Taking that information in. It's very, very key, okay? And it is holding you back right now from getting to where you want to go. And you deserve to be higher. I see your shot. I see the way that you make decisions. You deserve to be a lot higher than you are right now. And you will be higher just now that you identified those things.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any closing remarks? Would you like to post some of your socials? Here, you can give me your socials in Discord. I can send it to people if you like. Anything that you'd like to give? Or
Sure,
anything-
I'll link my Twitter.
Okay. Send it to me because I think it'll end up getting banned in the chat, and I can put it in.
Okay. Yeah, I just like to thank you for the session. It was really, really helpful.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that we finally got to be able to do it and whatnot. And I hope that you got value and bang for your buck. I'm always a resource to you, so you can always reach out. If you want to do another one in the future, I'd love to keep working with you as well. And there'll be plenty of free content